Hey guys, I just want to say thanks for the support recently. It's been crazy, and on to the video.
Taking on Chris Prather. There is Prather, your number 8 seed from Romeoville, Illinois, and he'll get us going tonight here on FS1, the US Open, live on Fox Sports.
These 5 players on this afternoon's telecast, they just completed this tournament just a few hours ago.
Right. Off to a pretty good start this season. Last week won the Delaware Classic, his first title in 9 years. Come on, really? Already the 10-pin? He won the 2016 PBA Players Championship. So Fa, spare.
Drifting high, goes through the nose. He pays for it. 4-6-10 left up for Fa. He said, I took that insert out, which now obviously that finger hole is going to be very big. He had to tape it up and then tape up his finger.
Spare open frame, not the start you want when you've got a long climb just to get to tomorrow's action.
Yeah. Optimum idle on the left lane, exponent on the right lane.
Here's a look at today's oil pattern, the 2025 US Open. It's pattern number 4, runs 41 feet.
And for this event, we
back-to-back jacks for Prather.
set. It's always good to have a good mindset, Rob.
I agree. Again, for what is this now, the 5th straight year? Again, we ask the bowling ball manufacturers to reach out to Randy and himself to name their bowling balls.
Still waiting.
Still nothing. Nothing on my answering machine. I come running home every day from Denny's to try to see if anybody's left a message on it. Nothing.
Wait, Denny's and you have an answering machine? Drifts a little high once again, but this time just the 6 for Graham Fa. Boy, what a performance he put on last week.
Ripped open that left middle finger last week. He said it went up about 5 grip sizes due to the swelling. Really painful. It certainly impacted him. He's saying he was getting fatigue in that forearm. And again, they've been bowling all morning. Just as hoping to get to tomorrow's action live on Fox. I was going to say that.
Right there.
Opening ham bone. We saw Sterner earlier today.
What a start.
Round of the 2025 US Open presented by Go Bowling. 5-9 seed.
Again high. Just not enough head belly through the front part of the lane. It's a low volume of oil, so too direct through the front part of the lane, the ball's going to go high.
Well, that pulse over the 7-pin.
That time he does give it a little bit more room, but leaves that ring in 7. Prather front 5.
Huge early lead for Chris Prather as he looks for the front 6. Saturday night.
As soon as you let it go. Got it inside target just a bit. See it right there, but just the 3-6 shouldn't be a problem for Prather.
Down 63. Heck of a start to the season, though. Really is a strike right there. Let's take a look look at our Bowl TV highlights. Now, earlier this afternoon, one of the best ever, Jason Belmonte right there, a chance to surpass Prather, earn a spot in our show in the 48th game. The last game of the position round, needed to strike out in the 10th to have any chance. Left that split, couldn't clean it up. He was less than happy after that one. Slide in there is that 9 seed, Prather the 8.
Oh, man.
Second open frame, almost did clean that one up.
John Janowitz, senior, had a 300 game as well this week. Great bowling, Johnny. Big miss inside.
Is this lanes breaking down early, or is this Chris just being a little bit off after that great start?
Yeah, the second. Just missing target left.
Well, when it's all over but the shout, you
Yeah.
have that type of reaction, right? Back on the strike train is Prather. Tonight over on Fox, it's Primetime Hoops, and two of the Big East's best tip-off. The back-to-back defending national champs from the University of Connecticut. Got the highest ranked team in the Big East. Strike there for Fa. It'll be Prather moving on, taking on the teenager, Landon Jordan.
Graham could use some time off before next week. Get that finger healed up.
Brother. You too. Great job. Keep it up.
With a 190.
Y'all don't have to stop. Keep going.
There you go. Good man, Chris. Get this crowd going. Keep it going.
Fitting.
Now sit back.
No, stop.
Peterson, the soon-to-be inducted Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
Bill O'Neill, or as your friend Jason says, William O'Neill, joining us here in the booth for the next two matches. Congrats again, man. We're so proud of you.
Thank you so
You're one
much.
of our favorites. You know
I
that.
appreciate that. You guys have always been super nice to me on these shows. I mean, Randy calls me old all the time.
That's because every time you're on a telecast, everybody on the show is like 23.
Looks like a jersey would hang on a 5'9", 135-pound senior in high school. Two-handed style, whips it in. Come on, 10-pin.
Bill, how much of Jordan have you seen?
Not a whole lot. I think he bowled one of the events last year.
He made match play
Yeah.
in this event last year, finished 15th.
Oh, maybe then that's where I saw him. Maybe you're right. I am old, Randy. I forget
You're already forgetting things.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, you can tell that this kid's got a lot of game.
Yeah.
He's poised. I mean, that's to throw. I mean, that's a really good shot to throw for your first attempt on TV. He's 18.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a tough setting.
In tow here this weekend.
Sub-zero fours going down the lane. That's all right. You know, for me, guys, the U.S. Open was always the most demanding, toughest tournament to win. I never got close to winning a U.S. Open for a number of reasons. The format, the oil patterns, just the sheer number of players. Bill, would you agree with that?
Oh,
toughest tournament to win.
100%, especially now with the multiple patterns. You know, there's just so many different things you have to overcome during the week to get to this point, and you know, it's so many games. You're mentally as drained as you are physically after you're completed each day.
Another strong start. Never had the front six in our opening match.
How good is this game?
Chris's game?
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite people to watch. Because when he gets to the bottom of the swing, the reason why his ball reaction is so good right now is that his hand is really, really soft at the bottom. And what I mean by that is when he gets to release the ball, there's not a lot of excess like torque, so the ball is not hooking that early, and so it's able to just float down the lane. And so when it changes direction, it's not going forward, it's continuing through the pit.
Still looking for his first strike, and now he's staring at potential open frame. The braces are gone. The talent is still there. There's his first strike.
Actually playing the pair 4 and 2 left of Chris Prather. 4 boards with his feet, 2 with his target, so playing him just a little bit deeper. And Prather off to another hot start as he did in game 1.
To me, he's kind of like the modern day version, say like Doug Kemp.
Yeah.
You know, like just and he's
right.
very versatile, like Doug. And there's really not a whole lot you can put on the lane where you know he wouldn't be a factor on it, and he was able to navigate the front part of the lane.
Is that sexy? Check out the numbers right there. Almost identical at the break point and arrows.
Yeah, I mean he's managing this oil pattern incredible right now, and just he's seeing the lane really well, and obviously he has a ton of confidence in his game. Almost every shot he throws is right on target.
18, 28, 38, 48. As you guys have been talking about, Bill, Randy, just how challenging, how demanding, how difficult this tournament is, and then to navigate it as a teenager.
Yeah, no matter what you do during the week, the TV experience is so much different. So it's one of those things where you have to experience it a bunch in order to be able to feel comfortable and to be good at it, because everything is so different than during the week, and the lanes play way different, and you just have a lot of people in here, so it creates a lot more heat, you know, and the lanes really reflect that.
Cleans up the 10-pin. 57 pins on the 18-year-old Landon Jordan. Back-to-back opening 6-packs for Prather.
And we spoke about it earlier, how Landon's playing the lanes a little bit deeper, but Bill O'Neill has talked about the fact that Chris Prather's hand is so super clean through the front part of the lane, he's allowed to play a little bit farther right. The numbers are showing you just that.
This is exactly where things started to go a little sideways last match in the 7th frame.
Well, all right, but look at this right here. Remember that anything outside of the 6th board, you're going to find an oil slick.
Prather's first open frame here tonight.
And it looks like a ball change, Billy.
Yeah, it does. I'm not familiar with the ball.
Whatever it is, it works.
All right, Rob, here you go. That's a Max Thrill Pearl.
A who?
Max Thrill Pearl.
Max Thrill Pearl. We saw him talking to his bowl reps during the commercial break. Our good fan and friend, Richard Allen. Sunday.
Yeah.
Just to get here.
Had to make it through the PTQ. I can't remember a PTQ ever in the U.S. Open. It was always such a huge field, but there was something like 5 spots for over 90 bowlers.
It's
incredible.
It's a very difficult tournament to get into if you're not one of the automatic qualifiers.
Here's our guy, Richard Allen. Richard.
He looks like he's changed jobs, like he's a professor now.
He looks like a truant officer.
Billy and I were talking during the commercial break, Rob.
Just a couple Hall of Famers having a chat.
Yeah, just having a chat.
Commercial break. Go on.
Well, we were talking about the learning curve and how big it is out here on the PBA Tour, and where you start, right? And you start with learning how to cash out on tour, and then you learn how to try to make match play, and then you learn how to win matches, and then you learn how to make it to television, and then you have to learn how to win on television.
Yeah, I mean, you're out here. At no point during the week is it silent when you bowl. Is when you get up there, you're having the people off to the side telling you when you can bowl and when you can't. There's no commercial breaks during the qualifying, so it's a whole new experience, and everything happens so fast.
Who do you think it?
I think you'll probably see him in a couple matches here.
Tom Doherty.
You were just waiting to get a dig in on Tom there, but I was talking about Anthony. Anthony's been good on television since the moment he.
Yeah.
This is where he won the Masters. That was his first title.
Only one of these bowlers tonight will move on to the finals tomorrow over on Fox. Our coverage of that one begins at 4 Eastern. Jordan gets all 10 to go here. Great future for this 18-year-old who will get back in the car with mom and dad and brother and his twin sister and his grandparents. And you know what he's got? He's got class in the morning on Monday. Get back to Sycamore High School, young man, to take on Chris Prather, the winner, to meet your 5 seed Anthony Simonson.
Never mind. Off the set. I got it.
Getting a little pep talk there from his good buddy Sean Maldonado, the Candyman. So it was a nice break, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he was getting a little uncomfortable the last half of that last game, and this is the point of the show when you have to start moving pretty far left. And I think from the looks of it, the front of the lane is getting pretty dry as you keep moving left. So this is, you know, I anticipate some lower scores here in the next couple matches.
Vent from just outside Tom. Doherty rolls that one in for a strike.
Not good throw like that, though.
Going with Black Widow on that right lane.
Back-to-back opening jacks.
And that looked like a center pearl. Is that right, Bill?
That's right, yeah.
I know some guys that could probably hand you a couple of free packets of Dude Wipes.
Orange white, orange whip. Oh boy.
And I think Bill nailed it. Uncomfortable towards the end of game 2. Lanes transitioning. And Billy, you said it, man. It's time to start moving in. But does he do that with the same ball, or does he go to something a little more responsive, something that's going to come around the corner?
And what Chris looks like he's doing now is that he's fighting it a little bit. He's not far enough left, and you can tell like he's fallen off balance at the bottom. But I think that's what happens sometimes when you get uncomfortable with your ball reaction.
Still looking for a strike here. Remember, in his first 2 matches, he had the opening 6.
That's why it didn't strike. But this is the tough part about bowling on TV. I mean, this happens so fast, and you know, if Tom throws a couple more here, he puts the heat on really early.
Doherty getting his mic pack adjusted. Take a look at this. This is one of Rob's favorites.
January 11th, 2011 in Vegas at the TOC. Doherty was your 2 seed, taking on Mika Kogunemi, your 3 seed. Tom rolled 7 splits, a record low 100 on television, and he had to nail that last shot to get 100.
That was good.
Just missing the 10 pin
He hit
there.
he hit the head pin every shot, and he also never got 0 on the spares.
Right.
He
And,
still only bowled 100. It's
and
really
Mika just missed a 300 game.
Yeah.
Oh, carry on. Well, we televise everything, the Stone family. All right, back on the strike train, Tommy D. 244 and 218. Gets a strike here in the 4th.
And Bill O'Neill, it really looks like he's trying to give it the business at the bottom of the swing now, right? Really trying to get around it and float that ball through the front.
Yeah, that was as good a shot as you can throw, especially off the last one he threw on that lane where it got a little bit right of that and it went behind the head pin and left the 10 pin. You don't really expect to leave the 9 pin on a shot like that. It just to me it tells you that the ball's not quite right or his hand's too far around the side. One or the other.
Show live at 1 Eastern on Fox, streaming on Tubi. Doherty gets all 10 to go. Bill O'Neill has, shall we call it, a vested interest in the Super Bowl next Sunday?
Nice move by the Giants.
Great pickup.
I mean,
Oh my God, I missed it.
He did miss it.
typically a good spare shooter.
We talked about his conversations, Randy, with ball reps, and he felt like that might have been one of the problems of last year that he defined as meh. and lackluster. He said unfocused bowling, relying on others people's opinions to make changes rather than my own intuition.
Just throw it to the right.
He said
It's literally
this
all
week,
you have to do.
90-95% of the time he's been using my intuition, using the bowl reps as more of a sounding board.
All clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
There you
Billy.
go.
There you go, Bill.
I got the
Well
voice
done.
inflection right that time.
There's a ball change on the left lane. Finally, went to a road warrior.
Speaking of Road Warrior, huh? WWE in town. What? This weekend, yeah, the Road Warriors, one of the all-time great tag teams. Doherty up 23. Oh, come on. Man.
Well, that looks pretty good, and it was pretty aggressive at the bottom, wasn't it, Bill?
Yeah, it looked a little firmer, and I think that's why it held, even though it was a little bit left the target there. Yeah, having to sit there in the commercial and stew after you missed the 10 pin is that's tough.
Yeah. Look at that left lane. You can see the oil pattern right there. Look at the light-colored boards on the outside part of the lane.
Oh my God.
Good break.
It's 9 to fall.
This is going to be well inside a target.
And that's when his hand goes over the top and he misses left.
So a little too forward early makes you steep.
Yeah, it makes it steep, and so
swing.
so when you think about like your hand coming down, in order for him to clear the ball, his hand has to come around the side in order to project it out in lane. Otherwise, it would go more into the ground.
Do you think I can move? Meaning move more inside and get away with it. Ball change on the right lane as well for Prather, and really good back-to-back jacks. You saw the max scores as well, 223, 225. Big shot here.
Oh, boy. Look at this split he leaves.
I think he threw it exactly where he wanted to throw it.
Yeah, and you're right, Billy. The strike track is showing a half a mile slower on that shot.
Almost got the 10. Open frame at a horrible time for Prather.
Huge break for Doherty.
Yeah, especially he's trying to find himself here, so he'll take 9 here and 9 in the 10th frame and move on.
Doherty hit the 9. Gets all 10.
Prather's more on the side.
Yeah, it sounded like he was contemplating a bigger move left, and I think he, obviously he lofted that one more. So that's what he wanted to do, try to loft it a little bit more.
Hey, you got to see me win, Rob. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good, Tommy. This one is done and dusted, baby. I get to see you some more. Doherty
Rob
moving
still
on.
sucks, in case you're wondering.
He's throwing darts at me,
No,
man.
we don't.
No, those aren't darts. Those are haymakers.
He's trying to knock me out, man. Good luck, brother. You ain't going to pin me 1, 2, 3. So Simonson next for the soon-to-be 50-year-old. Gray creeping in on that side of the head. Tom, a 37-pin winner earlier over Chris Prather. Blew that one up. Talked about that back bothering him to Kimberly. Let's see if we see any signs of it here.
Wow, much straighter, much farther right than what we've seen today. And no surprise, Simonson doing that. He looks fine.
Backed off.
I think he heard something in the crowd and said he should have backed off and didn't. Yeah, you saw it, right? You saw it. My partner Rob Stone, man, he doesn't miss a beat. But he definitely got around that one, didn't he? And that one.
3 in a row to start for Doherty.
All right, so why is he getting around it like that? You're the one that noticed it.
And guess what? He put a whole lot of early pressure on that man, Anthony Simonson, who leads at 23. Spare, there's his first strike. Simonson can run this ladder, which continues tomorrow. US Opens. He's going to finish much better than that this year.
Oh, you heard him. Go, 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 go.
Just a little bit. Get it over there.
3 strikes and a spare to start for Doherty. Come on, 10.
League 48 games.
Oh my goodness. Why didn't that one hook? Why didn't that one hook?
And just like that, a 1-pin match. Simonson made a great run at Player of the Year honors last season with 3 titles.
Carry.
He's up and he's about to add to it. Now 11 pins up after that early deficit. What a turn of events. After opening up with spare, he's looking for a ham bone here.
Oh no.
Inside.
Ham bone! A dirty ham bone, but he'll take it. Well done, Tom.
Yeah, that was a good one. A couple of weeks. Wow. Look at that oil pattern. You can see the line right there.
Oh my God. I don't like this lane.
He's figured it out.
That's taking advantage right there.
3 titles last year. Second US Open, leaves one there. This tournament, he's been so comfortable here. Go back to 2016,
Yep.
finished 4th. 2019, 3rd. 2020, 2nd. 2022, 1st. 2023, 4th. Last year, runner-up. 6 top 4 finishes at the most demanding tournament on the tour, arguably.
The hardest. No argument about it.
To start now.
Three frames.
Good cleanup. Good cleanup. But he needs Simonson to make a mistake or 2.
Well, gives himself a slight
I
chance.
need to move more.
Match scores 223 for Doherty. Simonson already in the 230s.
Just keeps on going. Had those.
There it is.
There's your 9. And Simonson moves on. The crowd hasn't quite done the math yet.
We have.
We have help. Well, I have help. So you will see Anthony Simonson, and all that does is just make that group of 5 even stronger tomorrow. He'll open up against Francois Lavoie, the winner to take on Chris Vi, then your 2 seed Tackett, and your 1 seed Andrew Anderson, who's been so dominant throughout the course of this week. Here we speed things up. Simonson already having moved on.
Simonson in another top 5 finish.
With our 4 versus 5 matchup, Lavoie versus Simonson. For more on that one, we send it laneside to the Queen. Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done? Can I bowl? Can I bowl?
Let's
Can I bowl?
get after it.
Yeah, this young man, still just 28, all business. Runner-up last year for the 2nd time in his U.S. Open rolling history. Won it all back in 2022. He is your 5 seed. Good start. Looks like a gentleman too, doesn't he?
He's such a nice
Plays
man.
the part. Turns 32 later this year. Okay. Scoring was a bit of an issue yesterday here when we had our opening round to get to the final 5. The high score was in our first game, Chris Prather with a 244.
down. Simon down early and then came back to win it. Oh, there's a nice break. 46 and 47 this week. And you know how I know that?
From your good friends at
Lane Talk. We get all of our great stats from our good friends at Lane Talk.
Simonson's also on the left. He opens up with back-to-back strikes. 100, who's I think in Chicago already right now.
Ouch.
Getting ready for the next stop.
Claws out already.
Hey, 3 in a row for Simonson.
Hey, and I know how you love the name of bowling balls, right? And we just saw Anthony's arsenal. He's going with Gem today.
Simple.
Here in game 1.
Gem, just G-E-M, or did they come up with some weird
G-E-M.
spelling to it? Okay.
G-E-M.
I think they can do better.
I think it's kind of like your nickname, because you are quite the gem.
Oh, Randy. Really, the 10-pin again.
He said, you know, I'm kind of a dying breed out here. He's a dinosaur. You know, that low rev rate, kind of low ball speed.
Operates by feel. Takes care of the 10-pin again. We have a theme.
When the hands go up, that's like, easy, please. Gentle, gentle.
Be gentle. Be gentle. And they were leaving just the 4-pin. Begins the 5th, can max out at 279.
And there's a good look at the oil pattern right there. Beauty. 4 different oil patterns used this week at the 83rd United States Open.
One of the many elements that makes this the most demanding stop on the tour.
Yeah. You gotta be kidding me.
Seriously? Off the 9.
How about Simonson, the only player in our field today with a losing record in match play? Maybe?
There we go!
He needed that. That was the shakiest of all the shots he's thrown through 6 frames, and it strikes. Go figure.
Simonson close out the 6th.
Oh, no.
The 7-10.
Well, like I've said before, every shot makes somebody happy, and right now, that person is Francois Lavoie, who is having a heck of a time striking.
Opening 3, 9 spare strike, and then that open frame. Here he is to start the 7th. And all of a sudden, things have fallen off for Simonson. Caught up, made up ground. Another open frame, back-to-back open frames. 2 seed is E.J. Tackett, 1 seed, Andrew Anderson.
A little bit inside of the break point there. One interesting thing to watch for, I saw Simonson using a plastic ball up the track right around second arrow in practice. And what that does is it drags oil down towards the pins, and maybe the reason why this ball holds its line and why Simo left it 2-8-10, 2 balls late, leaving the 8-10 on the left lane.
Champion here at the U.S. Open. Up 11. Nothing! Down goes the 10! It's been over the course of the last couple frames. Anthony Simonson was up 27 pins. He's now down 21. Gets back on the strike train after a couple of open frames where he lost this commanding lead. And just 28 years old, has already won 5 majors, including the 2022 U.S. Open, and leaves
oh well.
that.
I mean, what are you going to do? I bowled injured, finished 5th, can't complain.
He's not sitting down during the breaks or the commercial timeouts, standing the whole time. Nice cover on that spare.
Off the end of the pattern.
31-pin lead.
See his hand kind of turning in.
Needs 7 to move on. He gets all 10. LeBlanc drops Simonson.
For a guy that couldn't strike early on.
Right, he started with the strike, and then it was 4 straight 9 spares, and then caught fire. He's now with 5 straight strikes, and Lavoie will move on to take on your 3 seed, Chris Vi. Lavoie, a 40-pin winner over Anthony Simonson. Started his opening game with a strike. Starts match number 2 with that. Oi. 4-7-10. Open frame to start.
Won once.
Speaking of that lone title, we flash back April 11th, 2021, the National Bowling Stadium in Reno. Dramatic 214-213 win over Jacob Buttroff. Vi becoming the first #1 seed to win the title and the green jacket since 2015. Remember, this one rolled during COVID, hence the masks. This tournament under those conditions, without the crowd, without the attention and the sour things for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he wants to win it, let's just say mask-free, right? 10-pin stands up. Last year, Vi 11th on the points list, had 8 top 20s, 3 top 10 finishes, and was able to move on. And he took care of all those single-pin conversions.
Yeah, and you remember when we talked to him earlier, he said, hey, it's the U.S. Open, you got to grind. Typically, the scoring pace is not high, and you got to make your spares.
Television. Oh, man.
And, you know, found a way to get it to end up flush in the pocket and strike. You know, it's one of the deficits of being a lower rep player. You leave a lot of weak 10s. And the U.S. Open, because the scoring pace isn't high, isn't sky high, it's okay for Francois, and he said it himself, to leave a weak 10 or 2 because he can still manage 220s, 230s, and that's good enough in the U.S. Open. As we take a look at Chris Vi's arsenal, High Road Black Pearl.
That one looked nice. 3 wins away from his second U.S. Open title. Oh, that messenger got blocked.
A little early.
And let's see what it does in terms of his ball reaction and carry.
Let's go.
Kicks the 10 out late, and that's a good sign.
For him, not including the summer stops, which picked up his game. And that ball change is working just fine. Back-to-back jacks. The deficit cut to 21.
You run out of time.
Back on the strike train, Chris Vi, your 3 seed.
He's making good ones.
Late drop to the 10. Something that had been missing earlier on for him. Time 2.
All right, there's your line. And there's the dry boards on the 6 and 7 boards. Yes, sir. That looked perfect. And the result obviously was.
3 in a row for Vi.
He's making good
Family in
shots.
town here for Chris, the Spokane, Ohio native. Dad Craig, Mom Angie. Kenzie right there in the middle of the 2 of them, his niece. Oh boy. Vi is not intent on coughing up this lead. It remains at 31.
Yeah, locked and loaded.
within touching distance and does.
Max scores right here. And right now, Francois is thinking one thing and one thing only. I have to strike out.
Strike out, baby. Strike out. First shot of the night. Oh, left the 10.
Another 10 pin.
Cleans that one up again, goes to the 10th.
Come on,
A clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes. Oh,
Dude, it's all about
fragrance free.
It's all about hygiene, man.
Do you
Let's
go
go.
with the fragrance or the fragrance free? Oh, wait a second. That one stinks. Not how you want to take a seat. Bye. We'll move on, though. Wow, that seems like a lot of games.
Yeah.
Understatement?
Yeah.
Here's Chris Vi, your 3 seed. Survived Francois Lavoie by 12 pins last match.
And Vi starts the match on the left lane.
Slightly
He'll
more than
finish
5.
on the right, a lane he has not missed on.
Big part of the crowd on hand here to support that. So Randy, after day 2 here at the US Open, EJ Tackett was in 78th place and way off the cut line.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he just turned it on and he found something. Got off to a not a very good start in game 1 in round 3, but the last 7 games he banged it out just to make the top 24. Wow. That's EJ Tackett style.
Starts with the double. Uh-oh. 4-7-10.
Finally misses on that lane, and what a big miss that is.
Vi goes 0 for 3
Come on,
on
reset.
converting that this week.
Christopher, come on.
That's the big
It's all
right.
right. It's on an open.
Catches the OB right of the
Alright,
2
it's on
dry
open.
boards.
And there is some talking going on in the Vi camp.
In his mind, he's like, after that shot on the right lane, hey, I got to make sure that I get it to the right, except
Come on.
you can't get it too far to the
Hey,
right.
the hands didn't even go up on this one. It was out of his control at that point.
He was just hoping it stayed on the lane.
Correct. Big cover, remember that.
I do.
Remember that cover.
He was on an open frame, so therefore he didn't lose count. That's a big, big conversion.
And a clean wipe. Are you getting money from Should be. Tack it. Perfect. Through 3.
King of the ring. Going with Supra GT, pretty much the ball he used through. That was off the top rope.
Down 42.
Hates it.
Yep.
Come on, man. Trust it.
Wheels
Trust it. Trust it.
on the
Trust
bus.
Hard to trust it after you miss wide.
On the struggle bus right now.
You know, just the pressure alone of going under the bright
it.
lights.
Refocus.
on the PBA Tour. Then you're
Re-rack.
doing it trying to win a U.S. Open. Then you're going up against the #1 in the world. That guy starts with the front four, and all of a sudden you can't hit the pocket.
In this game. First strike since the first strike. There you go, Chris.
All game left. Come on.
Anderson. Down goes a 7-pin. Never saw it coming.
Just a beautiful shot by E.J. Tackett. The 7-pin gets mauled. Wow.
7-pin needed eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah.
That attack came out of nowhere.
That's a mugging.
Jumping out 6-pack. The front 6 to Tackett as he pursues his 6th major. Tackett needs another jacket.
Still have our banners from all past champions hanging up in the rafters.
Didn't like it.
Chris.
Second time he has lost it
Oh,
wide
boy,
right.
man.
He
You know
is
what's-
completely out of sorts.
Yeah. Hupo starts at 1 Eastern 1 week from today on Fox, also streaming on Tubi. There we go, Chris.
E.J. Tackett is perfect.
Now Tackett has the first 7 strikes. Receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit gobowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion and what? A what? As soon as I read the promo teasing a 300 game, we get a 7-10 split.
Way to go, Rob.
Yeah. Great job, Stone.
Now, you'll rarely see a pocket 7-10 like this. This is a ringing 10 with the. This is a ringing 10 with the 7 standing.
I tried. We'll try harder than that.
Quick little editor's note, I was so surprised by that 7-10 that EJ threw off the front 7 that I left my room and came back about 5 minutes later, just still in shock. And now I'm back to finish the telecast.
Here we go, one more time. Take a look. Ringing 10, there's the 6 going around the 10.
See if I can get more than 5 pins on this line over here.
And the 7 stands. Unreal.
That's more than 5. It's more than 5 in 2 shots.
His feel, lost his rhythm. Zero execution
Thank you.
in this match for Chris Vi.
Title match.
Amazing how it just came unraveled. And we've yet to have a really tight match.
Last one was decided by
Yeah,
12
well,
pins. It didn't feel that close.
Keep in mind that Chris Vi did shoot 238, but he entered the 10th frame with a possible 279.
Has moved on. He will take on your 1 seed, Andrew Anderson. In our title match, which is coming away uninterrupted.
So clean.
I'll be honest. I wanted the 7 to stay up.
Again?
I did. It's done.
Am I showing
It's not
off
gonna
now?
get
Is
back.
that
I
what
want to
it
see
is?
somebody drop another 7-10. Anderson now on the left to open up the second.
Whoa, the way you've trained it to perform, that's the key.
Good looking cover.
Actually had that same conversation with Norm Duke on Tuesday. We got around to golfing together and we talked about so much stuff, but you know, we talked so much about practice and building robots and working on games and creating this swing and this hand release. Back-to-back solid 9s for EJ. And just finishing that thought, Rob, you have to understand that Your brain is what controls what's going on below it.
Okay.
There we go. The total score for each brand.
Gorgeous shot there by Andrew. Andrew going with a hustle X-ray on both lanes. A new bowling ball manufacturer, Storm Bowling Products, at the start of 2025. Again, there's his arsenal.
And I said it took a good month for him to feel comfortable with the new equipment. We're there at the Tackett camp. Be careful what you're messing with. This is interesting. Another single pin conversion. Remember, started off the last match, strikes in the first 6 frames on 11 as we begin the 5th here at the US Open. Okay. Late collapse, needed that.
But yet, a bit high again. This is a huge break early on for EJ Tackett, tripping the 410 out late. Look at that mess, the 1-5-7-8.
We saw this from Chris Vi in our last match, right around the same time. Oh, that close to picking it up.
Oh, that was pretty good. Again, controlling your emotions is all part of that mental process, right? Now, let's see how he rebounds off of that shot.
5-pin lead on the left lane. Anderson, your 1 seed. Oh, well, well, well. Mr. Tackett sharing the 9-pin with Anderson.
It's a 9-pin fest.
There we go.
Uh-oh. And look at him control his emotions. World number 1.
See how he handles this in the 7th. Looking for 3 in a row. And finding 3 in a row. Calm nod. Confident. Composed. Sit down.
After round 2, he's in 72nd. After the first game in round 3, he's in 76th.
And he said to himself on that game 2 of day 3, I knew I had a good opportunity. I saw my ball doing the right thing. Anderson has been in control of this tournament since the 2nd round. And he is losing control of this title match rapidly.
All right.
Good cleanup. Wow. Really nice cleanup.
Andrew Anderson.
From the last game.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Oh, buddy. That wasn't great.
He is gift wrapping this.
Yep.
Gift wrapping it to Tackett. Borderline mandatory. Doesn't get it. Open frame. Tackett steps up. Foot on throat, ready to come in for the kill.
Get ready to take him behind the shed right here. 2 more strikes, and you could chalk up another U.S. Open victory for EJ Tackett.
One more away from the title. Huge moment for a ham bone, but again, there he is. Calm, composed, doesn't even burn a re-rack.
Count me out, baby.
This guy led all but 1 round this week. And some of the most demanding ball patterns the will face in 2025.
That shot for Anderson ends with the strike. Here's your champ.
It was being lazy. Saving it for next week.
Mom and dad in town, wife Natalie. There's Tripp. One more shot. EJ Tackett, your 2025 US Open champion.
US Open. Got it, baby.
13th to win multiple US Open titles. Green jacket, Kimberly.
We're going to go ahead and start the presentation with the illustrious green jacket, Mike Hennington, Vice President of USBC. Please do the honors.
EJ, congratulations from all of us at USBC in the BPAA. Great victory.
Jimmy Clapper, General Manager of the Royal Pin Entertainment with the trophy.
EJ, on behalf of Royal Pin Entertainment, congratulations. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Yep.
And of course, BC, $100,000, Richard.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take it. Okay.
All right, EJ, my goodness, what a day. Not very many people get a chance to put the green jacket on. You have done it now for a second time. Describe this moment of winning it 2 times.
This is unbelievable.
Yo, if you're seeing this, thank you so much for watching the video all the way through to the end. It helps a lot. And subscribe if you're not already. Not a lot of people subscribe, and it helps me out a lot. Thanks.